All right, thank you guys. Happy Sunday or Monday to you, depending on when you're watching this. My name is Brock Page, and I do sports picks for free right here on YouTube. I also sell my personal bets on brockpage.com. And if you want to see my current record for free, you can actually do that right now by going to the homepage. I also have packages on that website starting at just $1.99. And the link for today's $1.99 daily best play is in the description section below. Now, if you want to know what the difference is between what I do here on YouTube and what I do on my website, I'll explain a little bit more about it at the end of the video. But with that, guys, let's go ahead and dive into it. We're going to start with the Raptors taking on the Sixers, Game 2. That's going to be a 7:30 Eastern tip-off on Monday, April 18th, 2022. Now, Philadelphia is -6.5 with the total at 218. Now, the Sixers are up 1-0 in the series. They actually put up 131 points on Toronto in that series opener. Tyrese Maxey, he made national headlines with 38 big points in that one. And he also went 5 of 8 from three-land, passing the great Allen Iverson for a youngest player to drop 30 points in a playoff game. Now, Tobias Harris, he also showed up as well. He scored 26 in Game 1, along with 6 boards and 6 assists. Now, the Sixers actually shot 50% from beyond the arc in Game 1, which really shouldn't be all that surprising, as they've been in the top 10 and shooting the three ball for most of the season. Now, defensively, on the other end of the court, that's really been these guys' strength this year. The Sixers played some pretty tough defense in the Wells Fargo this year. They're allowing only 107 points a game in front of their home fans. And they've also done a real nice job this year guarding the three ball as well. Now, they're taking on a Toronto team who just may not have enough firepower to keep up with the Sixers. These guys have shot poorly from the field all season long. They're actually amongst the worst in the East in shooting from the foul line. Now, the Raptors also tend to collapse offensively late in games. They've been, pretty bad in that final frame. They were actually in the bottom 10 in the NBA this season in fourth quarter scoring. Now, injury-wise, Young and Barnes are questionable for Toronto. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, Springer's questionable for them. When it comes to the total, Philly's gone 70% to the over in their last 10 outings, 5-0 to the over in their last 5 in their own building. Meanwhile, the Raptors on the other side saw 3 out of their last 4 get over the line themselves. I'm going to lean toward Philadelphia -6.5 in the over 218. Next contest, Jazz Mavs Game 2. That's going to be an 8:30 Eastern tip-off. Utah is up 1-0 in the series. The Jazz are also -5 with the total at 205. But even though Utah covered in Game 1, they really had a difficult time putting away Dallas in the opener. They left that back door wide open in that fourth quarter as well. Certainly concerning, considering they were playing a Dallas team that was not at full strength. Now, believe it or not, guys, Utah has notoriously struggled to cover on the road this year as well. They've gone just 17-25 against the number when traveling this season, and that's good for only 40% in that category. And when it comes to head-to-head meetings between these two squads, Utah failed to cover in 6 out of their last 10 contests against the Mavericks. And speaking of the Mavs on the other side of things, there is a chance we could see Luka back in the lineup here on Monday. He is still battling that calf injury, but they are making progress, with healing up and all that. But regardless of that, even without Luka, these guys gave Utah one heck of a run for their money in that opening game. Now, Dallas has also been very good covering the point spread at home this season. The Mavs are covering 63% of their home games this year against Western Conference opponents. Now, Jalen Brunson, he really stepped up in the series opener offensively. He had 24 points and 7 boards. Meanwhile, Spencer Dinwiddie dropped 22 against a very tough Utah defense. Keep that in mind too, guys. Utah plays some pretty tough defense, and a depleted Mavericks team they were able to put up some points against them. They had some success offensively. Now, defensively on the other end of the court, I actually think the upper hand actually goes to Dallas in this one. They led the entire NBA in fewest points allowed per game at home. As a matter of fact, the Mavs are limiting their competition to just 31% shooting from three-land this year in the American Airlines Center. Now, injury-wise, Doncic and Ntilikina, they are officially listed as questionable for the Mavs right now. Of course, I'm recording this on Sunday, so that should, possibly change on Monday. Now, on the other side of things, Forrest is questionable for Utah. When it comes to the total, the Jazz saw their last three straight fall under the posted number, 5-1 to the under in their last six on the road. Meanwhile, Dallas has gone a staggering 31-11 to the under as the official home team this year. I'm going to go ahead and lean toward Dallas +5. And the under 205. And with that, guys, we're going to jump into our next and final matchup for the show. It is going to be Nuggets taking on the Warriors, 10 o'clock Eastern start time. Golden State's -7 with the total at 224.5. Now, the Warriors look sound on both ends of the court in Game 1. Jordan Poole dropped 30 on Denver and went 5 of 7 from beyond the arc. Meanwhile, Klay Thompson scored 19 and went 5 of 10 from downtown as well. The Warriors are officially 32-10 in the Chase Center this year. These guys have been awesome at home. And they've also covered the number in 62% of those home contests. Now, they've also allowed only 103 points a game in their own building this season, and they currently lead the NBA in home defensive field goal percentage. Now, they're taking on a Denver team who they get real small in the playoffs. Jokic, real small in the playoffs. It's just, I don't know why. They're a good team through the regular season. They get small in the playoffs. And I'll tell you this much, Denver, they've had a tough time covering the point spread in the regular season. Now, in addition to going just 3-7 against the spread in their last 10, these guys covered in just 39% of their ball games against Western Conference opponents this year. Now, defensively, Denver's had a real tough time guarding the field goal. They also give up most of their points late in games. These guys finished the regular season in the bottom 10 in fourth quarter points allowed. When it comes to head-to-head meetings between these two franchises, Denver's allowed 115 points a game in their last 10 contests against the Warriors. Now, injury-wise, Campazzo, he is still listed as questionable for the Nuggets. And when it comes to the total in this one, 6 out of these teams' last 10 head-to-head meetings did fall under the posted number. Meanwhile, Golden State went 26-16 to the under in front of their home crowd this year. I'm going to lean toward Golden State -7 and the under 224.5. And with that, guys, we're going to jump into our quick pick recap. Powered to you by my website at brockpage.com. We have packages starting at just $1.99. I like Philadelphia -6.5 over 218. Dallas +5 under 205. And with my next and final free pick for the video, I'm going to lean toward Golden State -7 and the under 224.5. And with that, guys, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on brockpage.com. Now, if you guys do end up getting a membership here today on my website, just keep in mind you're going to get billed the day you sign up and then the first of every month following that. So if you do end up getting a membership here today on brockpage.com, you're going to get access to that membership every single day all the way through the end of April. I always tell folks in every single video, the earlier in the month you sign up, the better. And guys, if you want to get access to every single bet that I give out on that website, you're going to want to sign up for my board member tier package. Not only do board members get access to the board member tier bet itself, you actually get access to every single package that I offer on that website every single day all the way through the end of April. The board member tier is an all-inclusive package. It's the best package that I offer, hands down. But anyway, guys, most importantly, I got to thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. Really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. And with that said, guys, happy Sunday or Monday to you, depending on when you're watching this. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my website at brockpage.com.